Hi guys, it's Rachel here, and I was just collaging away and I thought I'd turn the camera on. I just wanted to show you what I've been doing. Because I have so many old book pages, I've been collaging on these pieces of, it was that Christmas book that I kept the ones that I liked and the ones that were I sort of got rid of. So I did a long one, and I thought I was having some thoughts while I was doing it, so I thought I should turn on the camera. But before I do that, I just want to show you a few things. I did a few more of these because it was so much fun. So I made some pockets, so we might do that together. I'll keep those aside. We'll do those together. They're really fun. I'll put those aside. But I did some more tags here. Really love them. And that one's, and it had a little bit of writing there. So there you go. I did a few more of those. So what my thoughts were, I just wanted to show you what sort of thing I do when I do this type of beigey. Ooh, big chunk of glue there. I don't know why I do that. I just press so hard. I think I'll get rid of that one. Sticky on both sides. The sticky drives me mad. Okay, so I just start with, you know, a random piece. So maybe one of these dictionary pages. And what I'll do is I'll do a little bit of collaging. I'll do a couple. And then I'll pause the video. And then I'll come back. Well, it won't be paused for you. It'll just be, it might be tomorrow. I don't know. I'll pause the video and then we'll come back and make a few things with the backgrounds. So they're very old pieces of paper, so obviously that sort of thing happens, but don't worry about that. Oopsie. So, and I'm just going to do these on a single sheet because sometimes I like to just work on a single sheet and not do a big long one because it's more immediate, and it's, I mean, the long one is nice in a assembly line sort of thing. So what I'll do there, because I ripped it, I'll just put that there, and I'm changing direction. So I'm putting fairly large pieces down to start off with, and then I'll go in and fill in the gaps with little pieces, or if I need a little detail or something like that. So that will go there. But one thing what I do take into consideration when I'm doing this, besides not, you know, don't start collaging with little pieces like that. Besides that rule, that is a rule for me, because you'll get bogged down. What I do consider is the colours of my beige papers. So you can see these are different colours to each other. So these are kind of getting closer to each other. Those are, well, no, that's a bit darker. But what I do is sort of combine. Oh, look at that lovely font on there. What I do, yeah, and I'm looking at my font, but I'm also careful about the colour of my paper. So I'm trying to put contrasting different colours of paper together. So I think I might put that one there. Put your raw edge. Just make sure there's no glue. There was a lumpy bit there. Put your raw edge up there and your straight edges along the edge. So you want to see your raw edges. Now this is very brittle paper. I think it's 1900s paper. So it's very brittle. And it does tend to fall apart in my hands because it sticks to the paper I'm gluing on and then rips in not even a second. It doesn't take. So I just go try not to be too, I'm very vigorous in my gluing. It's a bit of an issue for me. See what happens? And I've ripped a piece off. Okay. So hopefully I put enough on there. And they're fairly quick. And if you've got, you know, quite a few book pages floating around that you want to use up, this is a good way to do it. Let's get rid of all those bits. Okay. And then we could have, do we want a whole piece of that? No, that would be too much. So let's see. I've got this one that we used the other day. It's lovely. I've got lots of this. So we might put, I need to tear it. Oh, that piece will be good. I'll just put that piece there. If you can hear twanging, that is the husband twanging away on his guitar. Oh, I think I like that side more. So also take note when you're doing this of you know, what does the page look like on both sides? So sometimes they look the same or similar. They won't be the same, obviously, but similar. Sometimes you like one side more than the other. Like in this case, I liked that side. And then I need another piece of something. And I want something different again. Let's see. See, this could be a good piece to put on. I think I'll put that piece on there. And my issue is these papers get very sticky very quickly. You do go through a lot of glue, so be well stocked up on glue if you're going to do this type of collaging, because you use a lot. It's sticky. I'll leave that one over there. That can be my next one I'm going to glue on. So another thing I was thinking, so this is obviously going to be thick, this one, because I'm doing it onto this book page, which is already thick. And then if you want to back it with something, if you're making journal cards, then it will become even thicker. So that's okay. If you want something a little bit thinner, maybe you want to make it into some sort of envelope-y sort of thing. Maybe you could just, you know, glue it directly onto whatever paper you want to have it as a background. Now, I do have these lovely scripty bits. I feel like there's no time like the present to use them. I want to see if I can find a small one. They're all torn and ruined. I might even just take this little piece here, and they just need to have a home. They really do. They can't just sit in the bag. This is my thought. We don't want our things sitting in bags. We need to use them. If you really love something, you can always, if it's really old, you can always go and scan it. Now, another thing, you'll notice I didn't line this edge up with that. I don't line anything up, sort of thing. I like them to sort of overhang. And there we go, and that one is done. And then that can be cut, whether you decide to cut it into tags. Like I could go this way and have 3 nice size tags. I could cut it in half and have 2 very big journaling cards. You just decide how you want to use it. I mean, this is an odd shape, this one, so you can't get too many things out of this one, but if you make a nice long line, you can. So that's that one. We'll just put that one down. And then here's this one we were going to use next to glue on. So just choose a paper. Oh, I liked the fonts on this, didn't I? So I wonder which, sometimes it's hard to decide. This is very brittle paper. Like, I wouldn't use this, you know, as a journal page sort of paper, if you know what I mean. 1877 is the date. I wouldn't, because this one's going to fall apart. So I do like that. I don't think I want to put a large expanse of it. Maybe I'll tear it in half like this. I think I like this bit here, and then I'll have that bit there somewhere else. And I think I'll put that there like that. And also the other thing I'm doing, if you didn't notice, is I turn things around in different directions. That's very sticky. I don't know why I put that one aside to glue on. So yeah, you can't glue these lovely brittle pages if your under paper is sticky, because when you lift it up, it's going to rip. It could even rip even while you're putting your glue on. So just take your time with it. Okay. And I think I'll put it on this. See, it just sticks to your finger. Just rips off on your finger. That's how bad it is. And it's also a good idea to have a card or a bone folder or something just easy to flatten it out, because your fingers are sticky and, you know, you'll catch bits of it and pull it off. Okay, so let's find something else to put here. I have this lovely page. And I think rather than being obvious and going there, I might flip it around and glue it there. So you're obviously not going to recycle everything. It's impossible. The more you're gluing, the more of these pages you use up. You can never keep up with it. So it's not, you know, it's not really possible to I mean, if I were putting these all aside to recycle, I wouldn't be able to fit in the room. That's how many you go through. So I try to recycle some and some I don't. But my recycling is using it for gluing on. Okay, so that's that. And then we'll choose what paper. So find something that's sort of a more of a different colour. That one's different. Different font, different colour. I might tear that one down and put that one up here. Yep, that'll work. Might just tear that bit off. I'll be covering that up anyway. And I haven't even, I wouldn't even notice that I've used these pieces of paper because there's so many here, it just doesn't even look like I've done anything. Oh, I've got this piece here that I could put. I don't want to go in the same direction, so I could put that there and then trim it off. Maybe I'll rip it. I don't want to cover that up though. This was an old invoicey sort of thing. See, that's a similar colour to that, so I wouldn't put that there. I'm going to have to cover some of that up, I think. Where's that? I don't have any more of that really dark one. So yes, one of the things is, this one's lovely too, look for different fonts and colours. Fonts and colours. I think I'm going to put that there. If I can, because it's very brittle, this one. Let's see if I can glue it. I'll just go, oh, see, look at that, already ripped. I'll just put that over there. Put that there. Okay, let's see how I go. And this is where the card will come in handy. Okay, just take those bits off. And do I need this little bit? Just attach it there. I didn't really need it, but it's got glue on it, so I'll keep it. Okay, that's that. And then I need a little piece down here. And I'm going to go with this one, but I'm going to tear it down. And I will stick it there like that. I think. Yes. Okay. So how is everyone today? I hope you're well. I just really thought I should just turn on the camera and do this bit. We've done it before. It's nothing new, but I thought I'd share what I was up to. Just enjoying my book pages lately. Put that there. I've got a little gap there. That's okay. I'm going to, I might just fold that. I wasn't, but I might just fold that over and I'll trim that bit off. I think I would have to be one of the worst gluing people ever. Just make a big mess. These could be lovely as bases to paint on as well. Just popping into my mind. And I'm just going to go in, oh here, I've got this. I was thinking I might just put a piece of this poor damaged piece, but I don't want a big piece. No, maybe not that one. Because I don't want to rip them up smaller, but I want to find a smaller piece. Not that one. Oh, I like these typed bits as well. We haven't used any of that. I just wanted to put a piece here to cover that gap there. That's going to be great. There we go. I love the typewriter stuff. I know it's a totally different time period, but I love it. So there we go. We've done 2. I've told you the few things that do pop into my mind when I'm choosing my bits and pieces. I don't think I can slide that one along. When I'm choosing my bits and pieces. Yeah, so I'll be back afterwards and do something with them, I think. I'll make a few more. These are the 2 that I've made now on camera, and then I made some off camera, but aren't they lovely? Just nice bases. Using up your scraps. Nice bases to use for something else. So there we have it. Oh, no, the other thing I was mentioning was, just say you wanted to make like an envelope-y sort of thing. Just say we wanted to do that. How would we do that? Well, I was thinking, let me find one that's not too thick. Something like this that's brittle. See, that could be the inside. And what I would do is glue these pages on this side. So let's do that. Let me just quickly do that. I said I was going to go, but I'm now back. Oh, no, I like that side. I know I said I was keeping that side. So just going to try and be careful. This paper is just literally fall apart in your hands. It's not friendly at all. Oh, dearie me. Okay, let's see. So I'm going to glue that there. And so, of course, like if you had a tea-dyed paper or if you had a digital that you wanted, you know, like a nice digital, I might even do that. Might see what digitals I've got and do it, you know, some sort of plainer sort of digital, and then glue it. Have that on the inside. I'm just going to cut off the crunchy bits. And then you can grab, I probably don't need that piece. I think I'll put that one right across there, and then I'll have something there. So obviously some of these scripty pages I like more than others. But I keep them all because they've all got to have their purpose. Like this particular one is a great size to make journal cards out of. And I could add, maybe I'll add that going that way. And then I don't know, or this. Oh, this. Let's add this. Like that and that under there. Yes, that's it. There, and then fold this over. It's sticky. Sometimes it's hard to choose which side, but this one has more script on it than the other one. So we'll put that, and I'll put it up further up here, as this is a little bit less interesting than this bit here. And there we have it. So that I will then, when it dries, so that's a little bit thinner. I didn't put any glue down there. That would be a good idea. But that then can be folded into an envelope. So I'll put that aside to dry. And then the other thought was, or you could, like if you had a nice big page like this would be great as a base for an envelope. Collage on one side, or you could just keep that, but you could collage on one side, even have bits of that peekabooing through, and have that as an envelope. So this one I might put these, doesn't matter if your scripting's going in all different directions. Actually for envelopes it's actually perfectly fine because there are bits of the envelope where the writing goes upside down. And we have, what else do we have? This is very old. Put that up there. Yep, so I'm going to go ahead and make some of these things. Maybe have that that. And see what I mean? When they're kind of similar, they kind of blend into each other. And then put that one there. There we go. So there's that's covered. And then when you open it, or this could be inside. When you open it, you see the lovely old book page inside. So I think that'll be fun. I'll glue that one down. I'll just put it aside. I won't glue it down on camera. And then I was thinking, if you had... Just sharing my thoughts, guys. Trying to find a piece of paper that's not been all cut up. Okay, here we go. So you could have something like this. Collage, all of that, which I will do. Start with this one here. The title on that one. Put that one there. So start, you know, grabbing all your bits and collaging, and then we'll make that one into an envelope. So I will go ahead and glue these down. Here's a different one. I'll put that one that way. And then I'm going to have a strip. I think of this crunchy one. I call them crunchy because they're a bit crunchy. I think that's 2 pages. Oh gosh, it literally just falls apart. And put that one there. Yep. And then we'll have the excitement of seeing the other side. So I'll go ahead and glue those. And then we will create some of the ideas. I have these little bits too that could go, not that one, because that's the same as that, but they could go in little spots as well. Okay, so I will see you again soon. Bye. Okay, so I'm back. It's the next day. All of my pieces have dried that we worked on in the first part of the video. And I really do love them. So, oh, I also had, I tidied up all my papers and that I have in my tray. And I had printed out quite a few of these. I think some of them might have been trial ones when Steffi was doing these kits. So I collaged on the back. They're nice and thick now. And I'm just going to cut them more or less in half. Cut them into 4 journal cards. So it's a nice way to use up extra bits and pieces of paper. We'll look at them in a minute because I like a surprise. Okay. So let's see how nice they look once you chop them up. Okay, and flip them over and we have this. And they need to have a little bit of decoration there. And those are a bit bigger. So we'll work on those. And now I have these. So these ones I think... This one I'm going to cut into 3. Let's see how big it is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. A little bit bigger than 8. And I need to divide it into 3. 2 point something. Maybe I'll do them not quite 3. I'm going to cut these into tags. Actually, they could be 2. Oh no, if I do them like that, I could do two wider tags. That's a good idea. So they're going to be tags. So it's kind of like a similar thing to this, but you get the nice effect of all the different papers. And this one, do a tag like that. And then again, I'll go that way. Or you could make it into like a little file foldery sort of thing. I might leave that. Oh no, maybe we'll do this one like that. This one we'll cut into tags. I like this size. This size is, I have to count them, 1, 2, 3, 4, a bit over 5, 5 1/4 by 3 1/2. I like that size. And this one here, I'm going to snip here. And then I'm going to make that into some sort of file folder thing. And that's going to be a tag. And then, of course, you can make them pocket size as well. Oh, that's got a nice writing side. So let me see here. I might go like this. And then do 2 tags. So you can see you get a lot of things to play with. You can just put them in your box and work on them as you go. Oh, now this was going to be an envelope. We'll do that. This was also going to be an envelope-y sort of thing, so we'll do that. We'll do those first. I'm just going to cut them all up if you don't mind. Now here, what can I do? Because it's the size of the paper that can be a little bit confusing. I think I can only really do the taggy sort of situation here, or the file folder situation, just from this shape. Like I could cut it down into 2 little journal cards. Sometimes you need little journal cards, or tags, or journal cards. This one I'm going to cut. And you could flip them over and have a nice surprise when you've cut them. That's also an option. And then we've got the long one. I won't cut up the long one. That'll take a while. Oh, it doesn't fit in there anyway. We'll do that. I'll do that off camera. We don't need to sit here and cut all day. Right. Now, we'll put those aside. I love this. So it's the same idea as my colourful ones, but with just the plain papers, celebrating our old book pages is what we're doing. Now here, I want to decide, this is going to be my envelope, so I could have that like that. Yes, that'll work. Okay, so to do the envelope, we'll just fold in here. I can't even remember, I haven't done one for such a long time. And you can see the cracky paper, it's cracking. We've got cracky paper here. And then I'll fold that one in a bit further. I think it's going to be, otherwise it's going to be really big. And then we'll fold it up. I'm not going to worry about my cracking paper. I'm just going to sort that out afterwards. Put that like that, and then that will come down there. Okay, so then we open up our envelope. We want to keep, let me think. I think I will keep, I could keep these and glue those there. I think I'll do that. I'm going to cut all of this bit off. I'm going to flip it over so I can see. Here I'm just going to cut along the line. So sometimes I keep this piece, but I think I'll keep that piece today. Go along the line as straight as you can. Then when you come to your crease, just cut slightly in like that. See, it's at an angle, and I'm going to snip that down too. So that way they're not peekabooing out the top when you glue it. Now we'll cut this one. Here. Okay. So this one, because this was a, what do you call it, a piece of copy paper, it's a little bit thicker. I'm just going to snip that off a bit better. It's a little bit thicker than the other one that I did on the really old book page. I'm just going to trim that one down a bit because it was a bigger fold. Okay, so now we're ready to glue. Just going to make sure it's nice and creased, and that will glue up there. I'm going to put a little snip there. And I'm also going to trim down this. I'm going to trim off one here at an angle. And then I'm going to flip it over and trim it off on the other side. A very simple way to make an envelope, not like the, you know, not like a real envelope. I did cut that a bit better. There we go. And then I'm just going to round that off a little bit as well. Okay, right. And we're going to grab our glue. Now you could have this as a, like that it opens, so you're pretending that it's like an envelope if you want to. You don't have to glue it shut, but I'm going to make it into an envelope. And I'm pretending like, it's all a bit of a pretend. I'm pretending like it's a, you know, it has a nice paper inside. You know, those, some of those envelopes have lovely papers inside. That's what I'm pretending. Just trying very hard to keep my mat clean. I'm just going to grab so it's a bit of a book page few days, isn't it? My wet one before it sort of dries. Okay. And there's my envelope. Now we can do some embellishing on here. But let's let it dry for a minute and know how to think about it. So a nice envelope there. So let's do this one. So this is the lovely old paper. So we're going to have the nice old paper inside. Or you could have it outside. But I don't think if you're going to have it on the outside, maybe just put a plain paper inside. You maybe don't want to have all your collagey bits because you'll lose them. I'll fold this one up a bit higher, I think. No, not that way, this way. Any bits that I haven't glued properly, I'll just fix those up afterwards. Like so. And when you fold this down, I don't fold it down too close to the top, so that way you've got room to slide things in. Very nice. I think I like this because when you do this one, it is a bit taller, which is nice. Maybe I'll do it that way. I'll show you that way. So in that case, you're going to snip this here to the crease and then go at your angle like that. And then do the same on this side. Okay. And then, so you're going to leave this one. So this is a different way. And then you're going to, this is your flap here, so you need to take that off. Do that at I think I'll do that at a bigger angle. Let's see, I'll do that one a bit more there, like that. So then in this case, this goes in here and I will glue that there. But you can see you have this overhang here. Well, you do in normal envelopes as well. But so I just gonna round it a little bit. You go with a flick with your scissors and flick off your rubbish. There we go. And then here, what we can do, if you want your top flap, it's not too thick, to be similar, line up your creases. I can't even see my creases here, but I'm guessing. Line it up, and then you can snip both together. Like that. Okay. So let's see when I fold this up, that's good. And that one's going to be like that. Makes for a fun little envelope. Oh, let's do the snip here first. Now I haven't glued that down very well, so we'll just come back and stick a bit of glue in there. You know, anything that's coming unstuck, you can re-stick it. It's not the end of the world. I probably brought my glue up too high there. Yes, I did. I'll just wipe that with the wet one. Okay. Oopsie. Okay, cool. So we have two envelopes. Where's my other one? That one's got lovely paper inside. If you're really snazzy, you could have it, you know, have left a border, but I didn't want to be snazzy. And then that's another lovely envelope. So we'll decorate those up, and I think we can get cracking with the decorating. The fun bit. So what do we have there? Plainer papers that I kind of, that's how I organize them. These are more papers that could go in the background and be for writing. So I'll put those aside. And these are my journal papers that can also be torn up a little bit and used to decorate things, especially these ones. See, this one I had printed multiple times. I think we did a few trials, and that one multiple times. So I think there's a few trial ones, and I don't know what I did there. I'd forgotten about these papers. I really do, and I love those. They're the letters. I like those. I can't remember what the last kit looked like because I never used it. I never got a chance to use it. Just trying to find it. Anyway. And then here, what do I have? I have just sort of more like, yep, if I were doing background sort of, you know, if it was like a Florentine sort of paper or something like that. I've got those. And then here I have ones for embellishing. Oh, see, I haven't used any of that. I need to get cracking. I love that. Yeah. It needs to go somewhere else. I love those. And I haven't had a chance to have a play with them yet. Just admiring, just sitting here admiring at on your time, but you can forward it. Florals. Oh, they probably should go in another section. Anyway, we'll stop looking at the papers. Okay, so I have a whole lot of scraps over here too that I sort of cleared out. Let's see if there's anything there. There's this. I love this. I want to put this somewhere. I think I'll get myself warmed up and maybe we'll start on one of these. See, these could have a bit of book page on them. I've got some book page floating around here. When in doubt, stick a piece of book page on about there. See, I'm not going to line it up. I would never line it up with that. I'll put it up like that. So grab some glue paper. It's very nice getting early morning crafting in. It's like 8 something, 8:40 or something like that. It's quiet. Don't think the doorbell will ring at this hour. Put that there. And then, let's see. I'm just going to go into these scrappy bits that I have, just because they need to be used up. I think I like that down there. So you don't have to add too much. And then we just need some sort of focal point. What have I got in here? Nope. These are all my sort of more Italian sort of bits and pieces. I'll put those aside. I should pull out my birds. I haven't pulled out my birds for a while. Oh, I think I might like this. Let's have a look at this. Love that flower. Orange is not my favourite colour, but I like the oranges in that. And I think I'm going to put that on there. Maybe over here. Yes. But there are, that being said, there are oranges and yellows that I do like. And even some reds that I like. I'm not a red person. Like, I don't like orangey red so much, but I like the raspberry red a lot. Although they do all have their place, don't they? So that's that. And then I would definitely snip off my corners or even round them. Let's round them on this one. And I could possibly put a tab if I wanted to. But you can always leave that for another time. Decisions don't all have to be made straight away. So that's one journal card made right there. Let's have a look at this one. Or let's do this one. So just to recap, this is this digital paper that's been collaged on the back and then cut into 4. Now we could have a tiny bit of book page. I love book page. I love especially these old book pages with these interesting fonts. I just really love them. Just want to take, I don't want all the straight edges because I'm not going to, if I'm going to put it up there, like flush to the top, yes, I would have a straight edge. So all of these I'm making into, obviously, journal cards and things because they've got the collage bit on the back. I think I'm going to put that there. So I do highly recommend, like if you're in a bit of a funk, just collage your scrap sort of, very nice. Maybe I should go, no, I think I'll stay that way for these. Just collage your book pages. You can do even just the neutral one if you're really in a big bad rut. Maybe just do the beigey ones because all you have to do is change your shades of beige. And sometimes, you know, working with colour can sometimes be more challenging than working with sort of beigey sort of colours. And then when you're feeling a bit better, do some colourful ones and just get rid of those scraps that are floating around. And then it sort of gets you going. Then you get going and you just sort of come out of it. I'm just looking for, there they are. I can just see them peekabooing out. Here they are. Tracy's labels, and I definitely think I need a label, and I think I'm going to go clashy and put a red one. I know some of you don't like red and pink, but I do. Not always, like I wouldn't wear, well, some people wear red and pink together. I don't know, I'm not going to knock it because it can look really good. And sometimes, you know, it's just nice to do a big piece and then cut it up, and then you've got a very nice, interesting background that you might struggle to make if you were working, you know, collaging your background on this small piece. You'd be more fussy about it, but when you're doing a big one, you just get this interesting background that you probably wouldn't have been able to create working on the small one. And this one, I love that. I'm just going to snip at the corners. I can't even remember what kits these are, guys. I'm going to have to, I'll try and link them in the description box. And there's another one. Okay, we won't do any more of those because I had already done a 23, it was already at 23 minutes, the video. So I want to maybe do one envelope. So you could continue on and add some more book pages if you wanted to, if you felt like you had a large expanse of something that you weren't so excited about, or you can start putting on some decorative sort of paper. And you can tell I'm a fan of this colour. I think I'm going to put that there. Now, which way is upside down? That way. Okay. There. And I was thinking on this side it could do with a really nice label or something. So these, I'll just put these back in my box over here. Just chuck them in, and they go and they'll be done on the random crafting days. So let's just have a look here. Oh, actually these are on book page. So I quite often don't enjoy book page on book page. So no, I'm going to go into my printed ones. I need to print up my antique ones again because they're getting low. Because they're a big go-to for me. I love them. Like, yeah, I think that's going to be great on there. Put that there. And I might put a little bit of paper behind it. Let me just see what else I've got left over. I need to really do a print out of those. Oh, I love these. These are really great too. Maybe that one. Do I want the blue or that one? And then these are a favourite. I love those. That's really nice too. Just a minute. Decisions are the worst, as you know. Oh, I think I might go with one of these. This one printed out in a different sort of colour. That one maybe. Oh, here's a big one. Let's see. That one or... No, I think I'll go with the original one. There we go. Making a decision. I'll just put those over there. But I think I need a little bit of something just to sort of contrast it a little bit. And I don't know what I've gotten as far as colourful scraps here. I've got a bit of Florentine paper here, just a sec. This could be nice. Put that there. And that, oh yes, that's nice. Kind of reminds me, like you can get envelopes made of these Florentine papers. So just having that little bit, I don't know why, it just reminds me of them. Okay, so I'll put that one up there. Now over here. I'll put that up there. And you don't have to always have like a butterfly or a flower or something like that. You can just leave things plain-ish. Oh, that's not glued down. I kind of do want something else, but I'm not sure what. I like that. Do I have anything mini? I like these Victorian things. With the book page. I didn't finish my sentence, did I? Or I did have oh, that's on the sticker paper. Or you could put something like this, an initial. On there, or you could put, oh, I think I might like the butterfly, but I think I'll cut it out a bit more. It's on the sticker paper. Yes, I think it is. It's a little bit more faded, the printout, and so I can see that it's on the sticker paper. I did feel like it just needed something else. I need to trim that off a bit more. It's fine. I think I'm just going to put it there. Maybe there. Not quite. I don't want it to be in the center. That makes life easy, doesn't it? And then I might need a little, just a little pop of colour. Now that I've printed them out, I can use them. And I'm just looking for a shape. I think I'm going to have red again. And I'm going to have maybe this one. Okay. Yep, I feel like that. It just needs that as well. Cute. And then one of these can fit in there. Maybe even the big one. No, the little one. That one can fit in there. You put that in there. In your little envelope that you just made. Cute. And send it to someone. Okay, so that's that. And then I won't decorate up the other one, but we will have a look at one of these. And then I also wanted to look at this. Okay, so these don't have anything on the reverse side. So I'm not going to put anything on the reverse side because this could be a side tuck or a belly band. And I need to use up this piece of paper. It's been floating around for a while. So it's just going to go on there. And I would just put it there like that, just to break up the colours. Put that there, and then what else do we have flying around here? I could go to my papers here and see what I have. I think that bird could be good. I probably got it in my bird section, in my bird thing. Oh, that one's too, no, it's gonna, oh, well, I'll chop off some of the leaves. I might have to chop off a bit of the bird as well. Very bad cutting happening today. I do like that, and the bird will just fit, and I will snip off. I might put that there, and oh, I think I'll put that down there. Okay, good. So let's glue, well, let's glue this on first. Try not to be too vigorous with my gluing. I seem to make all my glues mushy. Just have it just touching there. I just need to snip his tail off a little bit. Well, I won't snip it. I'll wrap it around. There we go. That'll keep people happy. There we are. Maybe we'll wrap it all around. Okay, and there we have, oh, I think we do need a little label. It just finishes it off to me. And I'm liking the red. No wonder I ran out of red first. I do like the red labels. I don't know why. I do like the red ones. Put it there. Oh, I think I like it up there. I never tire of these labels. They are from Love Junk Journals. I think I might have them linked in my description box. I quite often do link them there. just permanently because I use them all the time. So there we go. That can be a little side tuck, or I can decide to make it into a journal card. Now here, this one I was thinking, these would be nice just to make one of those little file foldery sort of things. So I am going to glue some paper on the reverse side that can be written on. I might use up that piece and then add a scrap of something else. Oh, let's add, what's this? I know I like the font on that side. So I'll add a piece of old paper. I'll just grab it. I've got a bag of old papers down there. So I'm going to just flip this over. Is this all sticky? I'll put that aside to dry because I've hardly glued on it, but it's sticky everywhere. This could end up being a very long video. I'm going to glue all of this. But this kind of random making, I know I say it all the time, but it really is so much fun. No purpose, just make what you feel like. It just brings joy. And that's what it's all about, bringing joy. Okay, so we'll put this here. And then I just need a strip of old paper. In my bag of treasures here. I just want to find a narrow one. Oh, this is good. Oh, no, that's got the red writing on it. I like that. See, that one I would have to rip down. I did like that one. Lots of pieces in here. Let's see. Oh, here we go. There's plenty here. Something like that. I get there in the end. I'm just going to tear it because I don't need it. See, I can use the other piece for something else. And I'm going to glue that on there. Just take a little piece off. Okay, so we can trim this off. Actually, I could have even just folded that over so we had the blue. That would have been good. Oh well. You live and learn. There we go. Right. Don't like it when pieces of paper stick to my fingers. So that's that. Now normally you should, I always say you should wait till it dries. I'm going to fold it uneven like that. Like so. Snip the corners. I'm going to glue that there. Oh, I like that. You know, that piece has been floating around forever. I've been trying to find a home for it for a really long time. Not because it can't have a home. It's just because, you know, you've got to find the right situation for it. Put that there, and we might use some of this because we've got it inside. But possibly not here. I might flip it over and put a piece there, I think, in the middle. Not in the middle, but you know what I mean, not flush against an edge. Like that. I don't mind that it's got a straight edge. Put that there. And we're going to have a tab. I will use one of these tabs. And I need to find a piece of paper that... These are the plain ones, I think. The plainer ones, so not those. These. I wonder what a piece of script. I can just cut one out and just see if I like it. These are the documents that my mother-in-law's cousin has, and he let us scan them. And there's, not this page, but there's Maria, my mother-in-law, found, you know, a lot of their family. Sort of, it was like the church registries. Because he bought, his place is amazing. He bought, it's at the back of the church, this lovely old church near where Steph's grandparents lived, where the house is in the country. And he bought the house, the parochial sort of apartment. I think I'm going to like that there. Maybe I'll put it down here. And when they were like doing their first round of renovations, when his parents lived there, they found all of these church registries, really old ones, and they didn't even want them. Well, anyway, they're still there. They're still there in his place. So, and it's still part of the complex. So it's not like they've gone, you know, to another country or anything like that. So I guess that's good. But you got to keep them. Okay, so that's that. And yeah, we scanned the ones where all of Steph's family is mentioned, whatever. My mother-in-law and her sister studied it to see, you know, because a lot of it was, for a certain time, it was written in Latin as well. And then we just scanned a few pages that there were no sort of names or anything like that. Not that I mean, it's like 1700s and 1800s. I don't know that it would be an issue, but we just were careful about that. I'm just trying to see if there's anything on my collage papers here. Love that bird. I think it might be too big. It's just because I'm being lazy. I do have some birds cut out, but I'm not getting up to get them. Okay. And then we have these. You know, I like to sift through things. It helps me remember what I have because I haven't looked at these things for a while. I do love that. Well, I'll tell you what's looking at me is this one. So this is one of Steph's, it's that same bird, but this is one of Steph's journal cards that he did. I'm just going to see. I don't want to cover up everything, but I just wanted to see if I were to, sometimes you can cut up even the journal cards. Like you don't have to use them as journal cards. They might have something fun on them that you want to cut up. But what I wanted to do was see if I wanted to wrap it around. And if not, I might cut out the bird because it just keeps looking at me. Like, and then I'm covering up all my lovely paper, aren't I? No, I don't want to do that. Okay. Because I don't want to cover up all that paper. So I am going to have to get up and get my birds. Now, can you believe it? I'm back. I didn't have to go very far. Birds. This is the, for those who are new, this is the We Are Memory Keepers. It's for keeping your, like your photographs and stuff in. So I don't want a bird that's too big, but I don't want one that's too small. Now I think that fellow would look lovely on there. Oh, I've got a ringing in my ears. Oh, there's that bird in a smaller version. Nothing cut out. I don't know. I've been present doing my videos. I just don't. I think Christmas. I don't know, doing Christmas and other stuff. I don't know. I feel like I haven't seen these things for such a long time. They're like long lost friends. I really need to get cracking, don't I? Because I reckon this video will be over an hour. So we may just go with this bird so I don't have to cut out another one. I don't worry about cutting off all the bits. Yes, that's it. That will go on there. We're not cutting out any more birds. That's it. And we will find a label to go up there, I think. Just be careful on the fragile bits. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Just more book page fun. Blob of glue there. There's my bird, and one last thing. I think I'm going to go with blue because my bird is red. When these start to become too messy, these sheets, then I snip up the individual ones and then slip them in the little booklet. I'm getting hungry now. I need to go and have brekkie. And that's going to go up there, and we are done. Oh my goodness, thank you for your patience, guys. Those of you who hung around. Okay, don't really need to do anything on the back. Put it like an initial or something like that. But anyway, I'm going to let you go. So we'll just recap. We did the collaging on the book page, on the scrappy sort of book magazine sort of feel paper, and then cut them up. And then I've made like that's going to be a side tuck or belly band, just sort of like a file folder sort of thing. I love those. Made envelopes. The other one I haven't decorated yet. Made journal cards with scrapbooking paper. And then I have all of these that I can just pop in my to-do box. And I can just pull them out as I need them. I mean, they don't have to have, some of these lovely ones, they don't have to have too much on them, really. You could put a little something simple and a lovely tab and off you go. They're done, sort of thing. And I might do that. I might keep some a little bit plainer because they're lovely. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed that. Super fun. I love doing this sort of stuff. I'll put some photographs at the end of the video, and I will see you again soon. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.